Hey everybody, it's Marty the JavaScript Party. I'm my buddy Rhett, and we are just doing some coding, and woohoo! And we are trying to get this thing working. Now, I think at the end of the last video, I had converted this to like being a little hand. It's kind of weird. Neither of these are hands. Okay, what's going on? Maybe I don't. That is so weird. Could have sworn that was. Yeah, even the button is a pointer here. Let's see. Hello. All right, so. Yeah, I don't know why. I actually remember, I mean, I just looked at the very end of the last video, and that was, in fact, a pointer. It's like, I wonder if something's on top of it. Okay, so this is the button, and it says it's got a cursor of a pointer, and now it is a pointer. Okay, that is weird. That's very, very strange. All right, everyone saw that, right? You saw that. Okay, that is crazy. What is going on here? Um, So, anyways, yeah, something strange on that. For some reason, that was not a pointer, and now it is. And you can see that it was there. We want to see how when you click on this, you get like a dialog box. I want a similar, or you get like a little pop-up. I want to do a similar thing. So let's see how we did that. Looks like it's settings dialog. Is this actually the whole? Okay, so this is the whole thing. Um, I don't know how I did that. I think I must have, let's see, logs, API, continuous. Oh, and there's discrete. So if you go in discrete, let's look in here. Yeah. So we did our settings right there and basically gave that a form. So it would have been nice. It would have been a lot better, probably easier on me, if I had made this its own little component the way I did that, just from a CSS perspective. But anyways, looks like we call open discrete form, and open discrete form uses this dialog open. I'm guessing dialog is a function. It could be, or maybe. Let's see, dialog is mat dialog, which is a class. So it looks like the first thing we want to do is import our mat dialog. So anyways, just again, basically all I want to do is turn that into something that I can click and will pop up. And there's like, with software development, it's just like there's always 100 different starting spots. And this time I'm choosing to start by importing the dialog service. Most of the time I'll probably add the little click event, and then yeah, I'm gonna do it. Well, okay, the reason I'm doing it this way is because I have this reference right here. So it's just easier for me to go like this, copy that, come back over to my warning indicator, go into my TypeScript, import my dialog, and oddly enough, my dialog is a class. Typically, when we import 99 times out of 100, it's literally well, no, that's not true because we import component. Yeah, we import all kinds of stuff. For some reason, I had it in my head that we'd normally import these sorts of things, but looks like we need to create a attribute, a component attribute. So sit back, back, and back. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. Who am I? Alright, so we'll create our that, and it's upset because it doesn't know what I mean by inject. So we need to import our inject function. Not to be confused with the inject decorator. I believe there's an inject decorator. Is that right? I don't know. Anyways, go back over here. I guess we want to do this. And we did this a little different because we pop up an entire component. And I actually don't want to pop up a component. I believe I can just pop up like a template. Um, so I'd rather do that. And it's not going to be called, it's going to be open warning. I think I was always very, very strict about doing it in like where I would start at the component and work my way back. I think I might be thinking a little differently because um, um, maybe because I'm doing a lot more back end work. And so you kind of with back end, I've noticed that you have to do like you kind of have to build a bunch of separate things. So I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with not necessarily building things in the order that they like are going to be executed by the user. Um, so I guess I'm going to turn this into an alert for now. Alert warning. I want to bind it to the click of it. I believe we just type in click here in parentheses, then the name open warning. We don't need to pass anything into it. Warning. All right, so I cannot. I think you can just open with mat dialog. Can you open a static template from the HTML file? Let's see, yes. So it looks like I do have to get a reference to it. So let's go ahead and just copy that over. It's got a lot of crap I don't want, but warning. Warning dialog. Warning. I don't think I need any of this stuff. This is a warning. Okay, and then I think I have to make like a reference to it. One thing to note is this little guy here is basically indicates that the even though I'm declaring this and not actually assigning it to anything, that it doesn't need to worry about it. It will get set. It's a TypeScript way of saying don't worry about this. It's going to get um, populated in some other way before um, the whole thing is constructed or well, it's not before it's constructed, but before you would ever try to use it, I guess would be the best way of putting that. And both of those, I believe, come from. So this is a view child as a decorator, and it comes from Angular Core. And template ref, I believe, is a type. I believe it also comes from Angular Core. Let's see what it says. Oh, it's a class as well. It's a class that has, I don't know what that little C in there means, but wonder if there's, does this have to be any? Okay, so what is a dialog context? Oh, so I could create an array, but I don't think, okay, I don't, yeah, I don't know. Now, anyways, let's go back to our open. I don't think I need. Okay, so actually this is supposed to be warning dialog because we named it warning dialog a second ago over here. Warning dialog. And I would rather this be named warning dialog template. Oh, I guess so that is the kind of data that you're expecting to pass into it, which I'm not expecting to pass any data into it. Oh, so maybe. So we want to get rid of this. And then I think I still want this, those two things over there. And then you could pass data in this way, which is very helpful when you need to. So I think I can do this. So I think that little exclamation mark, like in from a practical perspective, just kind of means like, hey, I promise I will have it will be populated before you um, before you try to use it. I guess that's what you're kind of saying. Which is the case because this whole thing will be built before um, the whole thing will be built before uh, this pop-up, before the user would actually click on this. But like if we were trying to like call open warning in the constructor, we would run into issues. Um, so that is working. It definitely needs some styling. Let's see. So okay, so let's dig into this anything a little bit. Okay, so so this is what I'm. All right, so okay, so what? So use instead of any. So, oh, it looks like void is because we're not actually passing any data in. Right, so, okay. Okay. Oh, so void works because I'm not passing it yet. Okay. So I'd rather have void there. All right. So anyways, I guess tomorrow I'll go in and we'll actually style this and put the right stuff in there. Basically, I believe I just want to put this right here. And then this here. And and then, leave it at that. I feel like I have gone way above and beyond at that point of warning someone that, hey, your data is like, you do this, Google has my data. And then the uh, Dota, data, data. Um, you know, basically, yeah, they did that, and who knows what they can tell about me based on my voice inflections, stuff like that. Who knows? There's just no telling what kind of information is becomes available about me and my situation and things like that, and if I can be taken advantage of or whatever. There's just no telling. So, but I feel like I've gone above and beyond at this point on that. So, anyways, this is that's how you set up a dialogue with a static template that doesn't accept any data. Um, anyways, everybody, happy coding. Bye.